Happy Friday, Nerd Talkers. It is Friday and it's the release of Deadpool 2. I just got back from seeing this movie. I am super dead tired, but I'm going to bring this review to you guys anyway because I love this movie. Deadpool 2 is directed by David Lynch and stars Ryan Reynolds as well as Josh Brolin and Zazie Beetz. This movie is so stinking good. This movie had a lot to live up to just because Deadpool 2 was such a show changer when it came to how comic book movies are. It was like one of the first rated R movies that started a comic book character, and it was such a success. Logan came after that and was awesome. This one had a lot to live up to. The thing that got me about this movie that was really weird is that it is a family movie, but it's not for, all families to go watch. Highly don't recommend this movie for kids. This is rated R for a reason, but at the end of the day, the movie is about family, and I thought that was really, really cool. Deadpool and his girlfriend are trying to start a family together, and from there, they meet this kid in the form of Fire Fist, and you learn more about him. You get connected with him. Ryan Reynolds forms this connection with this kid, and from there you get this father-son kind of dynamic mixed in with a family movie that is also a Deadpool sequel, and that's where things get a little bit crazy. Now, comparing the movie to Deadpool 1, if you enjoyed Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2 is a lot of the same. It's just, I'd say, bigger. The humor is pretty much the same. The meta humor is the same for sure. The references, a lot of it's on the same vine as Deadpool 1, and the violence is definitely rated R. Yeah, oh my goodness, this movie is so violent. I'm talking some of the things that happen in this movie, I literally just went, jeez. Yeah, it's one of those movies. To the humor side of it, this movie had me literally, I was in pain. I was laughing so stinking hard. My cheeks are still hurting from how much I smiled in the movie. And it is so stinking funny, both with the physical humor as well as what they're saying, and oh my goodness gracious, the references. Even if you're a comic book fan or a fan of the movies in general, they are punching the comic book genre left and right in this movie, and it is fantastic. Marvel movies are not the only ones that get flag in this as well. I'm just gonna say it, and that's probably some of my favorite parts of the movie. That being said, not all of the jokes stick. Some of the jokes, they'll say something and you can tell there's a little pause for people to laugh, and you got a couple chuckles, but it wasn't near as big as the huge belly laughs that are in this movie. Some of the jokes, especially some of the things that TJ Miller says, I was just like, it's supposed to be funny, but it's not getting me, especially in comparison to some of the other things that happened in the movie. But something that definitely does work, that's Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. I firmly believe he is just like Robert Downey Jr. with Iron Man or Hugh Jackman with Wolverine. He owns this role, and I don't think anybody could play Deadpool the way that Ryan Reynolds plays Deadpool. It's one of those characters, when you're reading a comic book about this character, he's the voice that you hear making these jokes and saying these things. It's just Ryan Reynolds' voice. I'm victim to that now. That's just what happens because he absolutely owns it, and he solidifies himself as the number one pick for Deadpool in this movie. He is incredible. Flawless performance by Mr. Reynolds. Great job. Now, there were some awesome characters in the first movie that are in this movie, like Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Colossus. But here's the thing, they kind of take a backseat in this movie, and they more focus on the newer characters. And that, as much as I miss Colossus and Negasonic and some of the other characters, the newer characters are so stinking cool. First things first, they told you he was coming in Deadpool 1, Cable. Cable is so cool. Josh Brolin is having an awesome summer. Just played Thanos in Avengers Infinity War, and now he's playing Cable in this movie, and he is so stinking good as it. He looks the part, and how he's fighting, especially in the prison fight scene, he has a style when he fights, and it is so stinking cool how he utilizes his future tech. Now, when it comes to new characters, I think this one's my favorite character thus far in the whole movie. Zazie Beetz as Domino. Domino was awesome. Her whole luck power is super cool. You've seen a lot of people compare her power to like the Final Destination movies, and that's absolutely right. Like, she'll land somewhere and something will hit something else and that thing will fall over, which leads into another like car hitting that thing, which is what she needs to get to what she's doing or where she's going. And it's just really cool to see the things around her manipulated in a way that assists her to do what she needs to do. And I think that power is super cool. And you saw this in the trailer. Domino, Deadpool, they form X-Force. And I'm going to go ahead and warn you, this isn't the X-Force movie that you heard we were going to get. It is a Deadpool movie. I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't want to go into too many things about this movie just because I want you to enjoy it for yourself. But if there's one thing I want you to enjoy, it is that mid-credit scene. I saw people leaving the theater as soon as the credits started. Don't do that. But that's my thoughts on Deadpool. If I'm going to give this a grade, I'm going to say 8 Hot Wheels out of truck. It's a great movie. Drive to see. Fantastic time. Go and see Deadpool 2. You will not be disappointed. You will laugh your tails off. Maybe leave the kids at home for this one. And until next time, I will see you guys on the next Fan Friday. Wham!